truth.
Welcome to INCRadio Hawaii Pacific. Featuring the brothers and sisters of the Ecclesiastical District of Hawaii Pacific. Mahalo for tuning in. See you soon.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Actually, let me turn this way. How y'all doing? I'm Brother Joshua Galang. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. I hope you enjoy this setup that I'm in right now. The doors behind me. What does it lead to? I have no clue. But thank you for joining to INC Radio Hawaii Pacific. We missed you since last week, and now we're here together. So continue to comment down wherever you're from. Hashtag what locale? Let us know, and we will be more than happy to read your comment and even the shout outs that you have. Again, I'm Brother Joshua Galang. Welcome to INC Radio Hawaii Pacific. But I'm not alone, as always. I have my lovely co host with me, Brother Bruce Tan. How are you doing, bro?
Hello, Brother Josh. Thank you. And good evening, good afternoon, brethren around the world. My name is Brother Bruce Tam from the Locale Congregation of Lihui. And I'm so excited to be here once again, Brother Josh. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm feeling very, very good. As Sister Sibyl says, she says she's alive,
Awesome.
awake, and awesome. Yeah, you completed it. And we're not here alone. Coming
That's
back
right.
for this second time. Is this your second time on Radio Brother Jerson? Oh, I just spoiled it. I apologize. Let's first introduce who this mysterious guest is, because we're talking about family bonding right now. Well, actually, more specifically, how family can, or family hour can strengthen family bonds. And here to speak with us on that topic is our awesome, very handsome brother, all the way from the west side in the local congregation of Kunia. I just gave his whole life story there. I apologize. Just forget what I just said. Our brother Jerson, how are you doing, my brother?
All right. Good evening, Brother Josh, Brother Bruce, and to everyone here in Hawaii Pacific. I'd like to thank each one of you for having me this evening. I am one of the head deacons in the locale of Kunia. I'm very happy to be on the show.
We're pleased to have you, Brother Jerson. Thank you so much.
There we go. Brother Bruce taking over already, ready to be main host. Brother Bruce, just take it away. Just take it. I'm just joking. But again, thank you, Brother Justin, for having us, being here on the show. We're very excited to hear what you have to say regarding our topic. But before we continue on, just a quick time check. It is 10:04 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. And now we have some special thanks that we want to give to these very special people who allow us to have shows like these so that we can continue to show it all across the world. Special thanks to our executive minister, Brother Eduardo Ruvia Manalo, along with our SEPSI coordinator, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo, for allowing us, again, to have platforms like these. We also want to say thank you to our district minister, Brother Jem H. Baitan, along with his family, our assistant district minister, Brother Odor Apostol, and his family as well, and our CFO overseer, Brother Brandon Pacheco. And we cannot forget the support as well from all of the ministers and the ministerial workers and their families here in the District of Hawaii Pacific. Now, you might be thinking, wow, I'm so glad that I'm tuning into INC Radio right now. But just in case you forget how you can watch, or maybe you want to tell other people how you can tune into all of the live streams, videos that we post here on INC Radio, here's how you can do it. Go ahead and search up on YouTube. That's YouTube. You know how to spell it. It is INC Radio, DZEM 954. Again, that's INC Radio, DZEM 954. And go ahead, when you go to that channel, hit that button that says subscribe. It should say unsubscribe, but don't click that button if it says unsubscribe. Right next to it as well is a bell icon. When you click that, you will see every single notification from us. That is our live streams that we're putting out. Not only us, because Hawaii Pacific isn't the only radio satellite studio that is here. We also have many different other ones that you can tune into with their own topics as well. So when you click that notification bell, you're notified of every single new video live stream that we put out here on INC Radio. Now, we're done with telling you how you can watch. Let's get into the show. Again, this is how Family Hour can strengthen our family bonds. And now we have an icebreaker question, as we always do every single week. And Brother Bruce will be telling us that question. Brother Bruce.
So, Brother Josh, what is your favorite family memory?
Oh, starting off with me. All right. I was trying to think of this. Okay, I have a few. All right.
Okay.
One of my favorite ones as of right now, well, not as of right now, that I keep thinking about when I think about family. It was me and my siblings. We were riding on our scooters and bicycle because my brother wanted to ride a bike. It was around the house, and our house is the perimeter of the house was pretty small, so he had to be very coordinated with it, which he was, thankfully. And as we'd go around, we'd see my mom watering plants, and as always, mothers would always be like, "Hey, be careful, be careful." But when we would ride around the second or third time, she would spray us with water as she was watering the plants. So we would keep going around, and she would keep spraying us with water. And then at the end, we would just spray each other with the water hose. It was a very, very good time uh, that I cherish a lot, that I think about a lot. Another one is when we were in Washington State. It was all of us, and we were going down because it was a slope, and it was during winter time. And during winter time, when the roads are cold, sometimes they like to freeze up, sometimes they like to be very slippery. So they're in this downhill as we have all of our groceries. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get to the house first, or I'm gonna get to the apartment first. And then I slip, and then I just start sliding down this hill. And I turn around because it wasn't fast. I just turned around and I looked at my family and I was like, well, here I go. And thankfully I grabbed onto the sidewalk and was able to pull myself up. But that's a memory that I think about a lot, and
Oh, fun.
it's a very, very fond memory of mine. But enough about me. How about for you, Brother Jerson?
All right. Thank you, Brother Josh and Brother Bruce. My definition, well, memory, I should say, as far as favorite memory with my family is first off, I'm a sibling or a four with my father, Brother Jerry, and sister Letty Gilo. My dad was in the military, and we traveled a lot in Europe.
Mm.
Um, the big memory that I also bond with my children is the fact that we made a lot of sacrifices for church. We lived far away from the chapel, the snow days, the long days, the train rides, and just to see the defeat in my parents' eyes, performing our duties, is where I am now. And before we came to Hawaii, we encountered the same thing with my four daughters, Sister Majesty, Sister Tiana, Sister Leah, and Sister Zion, along
Mhm.
with my beautiful wife, Sister Michelle. We had to travel 8, 9, 10 hours in mountain states just to attend district activities. Yes, it was a hardship, it was a sacrifice, but due to the dedication we have for our duties, this was one of our family memories because we can visit Disneyland, we can just have long rides on the road, and just have that quality moment as family members, and at the same time do your duties as members of the Church of Christ. So those in Alpo are my family memories as a child and also as an adult in Alpo.
Nice.
I really, really, really like that. Quick question. You mentioned driving these long hours just for the activities so you can perform your duties. And
Mhm.
that's very, very inspiring. How do you pass the time when you're on those very, very long road trips? Do you guys sing songs, play games? What do you do?
Yes, but Sister Michelle and I, we would be turns driving. The children will be singing along with their favorite Disney playlists, with all these smartphones and Bluetooth. Some of them will be reading books, playing with their games, and just taking rest stops, taking pictures, and it's just that quality moment of just cherishing it because you don't know what will happen the next day. And then the moment arrives when you're in the district, and then boom, there's the activity, and you get to feed fellow brethren as you go forth. But during the long drives, well, it was a sacrifice, but at the same time, it was the way that we bonded as a family both. So that's one of the great memories we've had both.
Nice.
That's awesome, and I know, especially with being as busy as adults, it's hard sometimes to find that time for your family. So those road trips are blessings in disguise. They as you said, it's a hardship. It's long. It's a very long trip, but at least you have that time with your family, which is always a good thing. How about for you, Brother Bruce? What is your favorite family moment?
Yeah, when I was growing up in the Philippines, my family will always get together with all of us in Luneta every Sunday. And I remember eating balut and, taking bicycle ride to all the Luneta for 2 hours with my cousin. So those are fun memories that I always remember and cherish up until now, because those are the time when we bond as a family. So every Sunday, that is our family day where we spend time together as a family. So that was really good from us growing up.
That's great. I'm glad that you had those specific times that you have with your family, and all of us. We always strive, even as we said in the title, we have our family hour. That's
That's
a
right.
that's a time that we always try to dedicate to our family, no matter how our scheduling may be. I'm very happy that you had that time. Well, you said 2 hours, those family hours that you had with them. But anyway, I appreciate what you guys said there in your answers. And I am absolutely sure that there are more that commented down there in the YouTube link. As Brother Jordan says, he says the YouTube. And you know what? I think it's good that we list some down. Let's see what some of the brethren are saying. We're going through. I'm scrolling through. How about instead, while I look for that, I can go ahead and read some of the comments that the brethren are commenting down right now. There are 74 people watching right now. So if you have an answer to our icebreaker, which is what is your favorite family memory, then go ahead and comment that down. For now, let's read some of the things that people have commented down. From Ferlinda Pasek, she says, happy viewing po from hashtag Pearl Harbor. From Katiana Gilo, she says, hello po from Kunia. From Brother Matthew Espanto, he says, hello po. From Pearl City, we have Brother Jaden Chase Ibanez tuning in all the way from the Big Island. He says, happy viewing po from Hilo. We got Atatea Pacheco saying, happy tuning in. She's happily tuning in from Wahiwa. There are a lot of, we have Karajin. Kajeng is saying, hello po everyone. From she goes to all of the locales, but happy viewing everyone, she says. And I will read this last one right here as I scroll down. We have from Brother Brandon Pacheco, our CFO overseer. He says, happy viewing po from Wahiwa. I'm very glad. Ooh, Ka Errol, shouting out Kajerson. He says, I cherished my Kadiwa years spent with Kajerson. Exclamation. Look at him. He's laughing. He's laughing. I want to hear all about that later on. But for now, thank you guys for tuning in and watching. We're going to take a very quick station break. So don't click away. Keep on watching, and we'll be right back right after this. I was just joking. Nope.
You are listening to Iglesia ni Cristo Radio, the voice of truth.
As we spend most of our days at work, how important is it that our environment is a positive one? How do we contribute to creating a healthy work environment? Share your thoughts at our episode this Sunday, February 18, from 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 noon Philippine time, only at INCRadio Hong Kong Satellite Studio, your Sunday lunch date.
Are you a student? Let's exchange studying tips. Tune in on INCRadio Northern Europe Satellite Studio on Sunday, February 18th, 8 p.m. Central European Time, and Monday, February 19th, 3 a.m. Philippine Time. See you there!
Welcome back to INC Radio Hawaii Pacific. We are glad, truly ecstatic that you're still tuning in to us, our show, and we hope you're excited to hear what we have to talk about today. Again, we're talking about how our family hour or hours can benefit our family bonds, and we're here again with our brother Jerson. He's here right below us, right there, so he has the main, the main stage right there. Again, we're having him here talking about this topic. And I want to start off our question with you. We've talked about what your favorite memory was with your family growing up and even your family now. How would you personally, Brother Jerson, define family bonding?
Okay, Kajosh. Family bonding to me, po, as a father of four children, is just being there for your children, po. Kind of understanding their personalities, their uniqueness, um, watching out for them, po, teaching them the ways. And when it comes down to our devotional prayers each night, before we pray, we ask how was school? Is everything okay? Did you all do your homework? Do you need any help? Before we go to sleep, make sure you have your own personal prayer, even though we have our own panata. And obviously, before work services, we put God first. Um, that is how I feel as true members of the Church of Christ, and as a head of the household, that I define family bonding. It's we take our membership for granted at times, Paul. Sometimes our children can be very curious because of the peers, the outside group, the things they read on social media, the televisions, everything out there, Paul. And as we learn day by day, our true faith is obviously in the church. And as a parent, and also my wife included, we do our best, Paul, to make sure our children are safe in that sense, Paul.
Wow, what a very very good answer. I'm glad that you talked about it not only in a general sense of family bonding, in your opinion, but you even talked about your duty as a head of the household. I can see that you're very church oriented. That
Mhm.
you place heavy emphasis and importance on that church should take number one part in our life, especially when you say have your personal prayers, but not only your personal prayer, but together as a family, let's all pray. And I'm glad that you also ask them how they're doing, especially that they finished their homework. Do you see the shock in their eyes when they're like, oh, I didn't do my homework? You sometimes. But I wanted to ask you, this little follow-up question. Why is it important that you instill these type of things in your children, or your family as a whole, especially prayer?
To be honest with you, Kadras, growing up in the Church of Christ, led obviously by my loved parents, um, I lost a lot of good friends,
Mhm.
well, because they took their membership for granted. They based it on, oh, I was born in Iglesia, so I'm okay. They did not have the foundation, Paul. They did not work, I guess, to me, hard enough to, because losing your faith is easy, Paul. To retain much more difficult, and that's why the special gathering we had with the choir members, led by our beloved district minister, Adem, um, was very spiritual, very captivating for me, as a father of four, as a member of the Church of Christ, because I lost a lot of great friends, to be honest with you. And when they talk, it seems like they lost nothing. And it's not like I'm trying to avoid them, but it seems like it was nothing. And for me, everything in this world means nothing. You can be the richest person, you can have the nicest car, you can have the biggest house, you can have the best job in the world, but at the end, as what was stated in the lesson this evening, but there are so many signs that this world is coming to an end, and I want my children to have that instilled in their mind and their heart, that Yes, you have to go to school. Yes, you have to get the good grades. Yes, you have to have a career oriented mind. But as choir members, CWS choir members, as Binhi members, you have to put first.
Mm.
And we are drained. We are tired of. We are just stressed out at times. But at the end of the day, when you perform your duties, you get the biggest reward. You get the biggest blessing. Yes, you wake up early. Yes, you're tired. But at the end, you thank God. Thank you because I'm still alive. I'm still iglesianicristo, and I am still an officer in the Church of Christ. And it's one of those precious moments that no one in this world can take away from me. They will have to do this to me before it's taken away from me, Paul. And that's how I want the faith of my children to be instilled upon, Paul, because I don't want to be the one that says, I should have raised them better. I should have raised them better. Because if I'm still a member of the Church of Christ and I lose one of my four daughters, what does that make me? Am I happy? No. I'm the most hurt individual in the world because, yeah, I'm Iglesia. But what about my four children? That's
Mm.
the toughest thing that I pray each night, that I do not want to lose my children to the people of this world. I want them to stay Iglesia. And as a father, it hurts me when I see parents grieving because their children left the church. And I don't want that happening to my children. I pray every time for these members that left the church. As a head deacon, I pray for them in my personal prayers. When I'm in the podium, I pray for them to come back in the church if it's our Almighty God's will. I'm not selfish. I'm a loving individual, and that's what it's all about. I don't judge nobody. I'm not better than anybody else. Who
Mm.
am I to judge them? That's our Almighty God's call. And that's what I want instilled with my children, to have that faith, to put that hope, to put God first, and then everything will fall into place. That is how I handle it.
And that is a very, very good answer, Brother Jerson. I can see in the way that you talk, I can see that fire in your eyes. You're so passionate
Mhm.
regarding this topic, and we thank you, for opening up about that. I can also, empathize with your situation, and I understand, even though it may not be to the extent that you may feel it. And I can understand to a certain degree the feelings that you feel, regarding wanting to have, the people who left the church, especially to, join back in, and not wanting that to happen to your family as well. And there's something that you said earlier in your answer. It says to lose your faith is easy, but to retain it is hard. It's always going to be a struggle to keep your faith, but that's how you know that it's something that we need to take hold of and keep safe always. We're gonna go on to another question now. Brother Jerson, thank you again for that answer. Brother Bruce, what is our next question?
I'm so proud of you, Brother Jerson, for that answer. And you're inspired to all your kids. And I'm pretty sure everybody should be should be a role model like you so that they're able to lead by example as a member of the Church of Christ. So the next question that we'd like to ask you, Brother Jerson, is what is your favorite family activity?
Our favorite family activity, Paul, is bowling. Um, we like to bowl, Paul, because of my father. I believe it's a Gilo, um, family oriented, Paul. My aunties, my uncle. Uh, it's just something that it glues us together, Paul. My children enjoy it. My wife enjoys it. Something when I was still with the locale of Honolulu in my Kadiwa days, my first love. Okay, Honolulu, you're still my first love. But now I'm as a booklet. I'm now with the Kunia locale. Bowling, it captures everything, Paul. That's something I grew up with my dad. That's his favorite sport. That's my favorite sport. I know a lot of ministers are great at it. But that's something we like. That everyone enjoys it. You win, you matter. But the next activity we like, Kabrus Kajar, chess. My daughter said, "Dad will beat you in chess. Dad will beat you in chess. We'll get will beat you in chess." So it's just those moments, Paul. My wife plays, my four daughters play. We teach this, we teach that. That whole presence, Paul. of just having that smile on their face and just having that at least that 1 hour of time, 2 hours of time, just enjoying that moment as they continue to grow. So it will be pretty much bowling and chessboard would be our family here.
That's
Us.
I like that. I really like your activities. I need to see you bowl now. I'm very bad at it. I'm not challenging you at all. I just want to see you bowl. That's cool that you do it with your family and even your parents. You said that it's a gilo type of thing that you're just really good at. Um, and chess, that's awesome that your kids can also um, have that friendly competition with you. Excuse me, friendly competition with you. I apologize, and that keeps that what is this called? That competition alive. That dad, today is gonna be the day that I finally beat you. You see in those movies where the student finally surpasses the master, right? That might be what's going through your head, but it's good that you have those moments with your family, and the mere fact that you're spending time with them is I can see from your answers that their presence enough is what's great for you. That the activities are great, but the fact that you're just spending that time with your family is what's more important to you. Now, speaking of importance, Brother Jerson, I know you talked about instilling, the strong faith inside, in your family, in your household. Um, how about all together in all of your experiences through life? What are these key values of yours, and what is the importance that you want to pass on to your family through this family bonding that you have?
From my experience, well, obviously every day is a um, and as a member of the Church of Christ, speaking from experience, well, I went through a lot of brink when I was medically retired from the United States Air Force. Um, I did not know what to do with my life. It was one of those things where, okay, where do we go from here? Um, we had prayers. Let's see, what's my next career? And thank to our Almighty God that I do have a nice career now in the federal government. And when the good news came in that we were coming back to Hawaii, it was like a dream come true for me because I got to spend time now with my parents, my siblings, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, and just be here in the Hawaii Pacific District. I met a lot of good friends when I was still in the military, a lot of brethren, a lot of district I look up to and still keep in contact with. And just through the growing phases for children, being able to go from the state of Alaska to the state of Illinois to Texas to New Mexico to Las Vegas, it really captured and it kind of gave them a brink that the Church of Christ is not a small little picture book. It's expanded globally. And
Mhm.
now we're on a small little rock here in Hawaii Pacific. They say, wow, there's a lot of brethren here in Hawaii Pacific. The church activities are not far now. And that's what I wanted here in Hawaii because I wanted my children to be surrounded with the members of the Church of Christ, like how my wife and I were. I wanted to make that sacrifice, even though it's expensive here in the state of Hawaii, that this is where we belong because I want our children to be raised as members of the Church of Christ in that strong sense, but not scattered here, scattered there, but having that peer group that we're here for you. That's how I was raised by my respected father, Brother Jerry Gilo, by my mother, Sister Letty Gilo. And that's how I would like to raise my children, along with my wife, Sister Michelle. And that's why we're very grateful, Paul, that we are here in the 808 state in Hawaii Pacific. Paul.
And just like how you're grateful for being here, we're grateful for you being here as well, Brother Jerson. Just know that. We are at the end of our show. We wanted you to say your piece, and we're so thankful that you were able to join on and talk about family bonding and the importance of faith to you. Again, we are at the end of our show. we actually have to wrap this up really quickly. We're so sorry for going over time. But Brother Bruce, thank you again, Brother Justin, for joining us on radio. Brother Bruce, go ahead and close out our show tonight.
Thank you again, Brother Jerson, Brother Joshua. And special thanks to our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our CFO Coordinator and SEBC President, Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo. Also, special thanks to our District Minister, Brother Jem H. Baitan, and our Assistant District Minister, Brother Ador Apostol, and our CFO Overseer, Brother Brandon Pacheco. And next up is our INCRadio Bicol region. Back to
All
you,
right,
Brother
keep tuning.
Joshua.
Thank you so much. Keep tuning in. We will see you again next week.
Take
Aloha!
care.
Aloha.